welcome back to another Mega Mirror Live. Tonight we bring you another Then and Now edition of the Mega Mirror. Returning to the show this week, we have a great creator and probably the most quick-witted purveyor of liquid debunking in our community. That's right, everyone. Today we welcome back everyone's favorite publican, the Sarcastic Barman. So be careful what you say, or he is likely to throw it back at you like a lady throwing her drink in your face and calling you a wanker. Get your drinks and have a seat, folks. The taps are on and the bar will open when we come back.
It's very silent.
Jeff.
Steaming.
And we're back. Sorry about that. I got hit by the EiE Network mute monster. I'm going to have to hunt that thing down and kill it. For those of you just joining us, we have with us everyone's favorite publican and a damn decent chap. My good friend and fellow shill, the Sarcastic Barman, direct from his pub in Herefordshire. I'm so chuffed to have him back, and I can't tell you how much I'm going to enjoy this. So let's bring him on. Hello, Barman. Welcome back to the show, mate.
Good evening, Steaming. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful. How are you, my friend?
Absolutely awesome. And a pleasure to be here to go through some crazy videos. Oh, chat is saying echo, colon, just noticed.
Cool. Wouldn't be a Mega Mirror stream without a few technical issues at the get-go.
It does happen, doesn't it?
It does. Kind of like the Shills spill over, you know? There's always something. Anyways, before we get started, let's introduce the crew. Of course, we have monitoring the chat, taking all of your questions, the lovely Aimee Hogan. Hello, Aimee.
Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today?
We're doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Matt's still sleeping, so no, just kidding.
Awesome.
But we're doing great. Yes.
Great.
And also, thank you. I just wanted to let everyone know that if you have any questions or comments for the barman, just tag the EiE Network and I will get them to him for you. Thank you.
Awesome. And of course, turning all the dials and pushing all the buttons, keeping the show on the road, we have Colon. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm just doing fine. Had a bit of sleep from last night. It was an interesting day yesterday, trying to get things sorted out. But sorting the bells and whistles out today. I think the echo's gone. I've just been checking it, so bingo. Anyway,
you've had a pretty busy go of it. What?
Oh yeah, tell me about it. With Dick losing his GPU on his computer, it's put a little bit more pressure over this side to keep things rolling along. But I'm hanging in there. Just
there you go.
Trying to keep the wife happy as well.
In true EiE Network fashion, the show always goes on, doesn't it?
Bingo.
Awesome. Anyways, so let's get started. So, Barman, it's been a while since you've been on. I think almost a year ago, hasn't it?
Has it really been that long? Jeez.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, almost. It was when I first started the Mega Mirror.
Which, to be fair, the Mega Mirror is still absolutely rock. I do love Mega Mirror. But yeah, if it's been that long, you forget on YouTube how long you've actually been doing things for, because time just seems to fly in this world, especially 2020. 2020 is a weird goddamn year.
Oh, no kidding. Hey, no kidding. But for those viewers who might not be familiar with you or your channel, why don't you kind of remind us how you got started and what you're all about?
Oh, I got started for quite big personal reasons, really. My brother and myself used to watch a lot of YouTube videos and laugh at the general stupidity that could be found between anti-vaxxers, flat earthers, evolution deniers, and all that sort of crap. And unfortunately, he checked out of life, shall we say. So it came as a while of sitting here thinking, I got to do something. I know
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do videos because I know he would really enjoy it. If he was still here, it'd be something he'd give me so much encouragement to do it, and he'd laugh the shit out of some of the people I pull up. So it's got to be done. Yeah, and it sort of keeps me sane, which is a strange thing to say when you're talking about flat earthers and that sort of like. But yeah, they keep me saner than I think I would have been.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see how that works. Actually, was going to be my next question. What was it that drew you to debunking?
The fun of it, because I'm reasonably educated. I'm not amazing or anything like that, but for the people they come out with such stupidness, it's like, no, I'm a drunk barman, and even I can go, that's stupid because of X, Y, Z. Here's proof of X, Y, Z. Where's your proof of W, which you're saying is true? And that, well, but your evidence is all CGI and fake. It's like, fuck my life. That's not how this works.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. So, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, almost a year. How has your channel changed or grown since you first appeared?
I think change-wise, the swearing's definitely got less, which I never thought would really happen, because my first sort of videos was fuck was almost the every second word, really. And people even, I think Rider of Dinosaurs even made a video where he joked and bleeped them out and counted them and things like that. It's like, wow, do I really swear that much? But I think as the channel's sort of evolved and I've changed in how I'm doing it, the swearing's not become so much of a part of it, shall we say, but the general laugh about these people is still there. Lots more alcohol, I will say that.
Well, I will say, over the past year of knowing you and working with you, the barman has definitely matured or aged well over the past 8-9 months or so. So yeah, absolutely. But as you said before, 2020 has been one difficult year for all of us. And I asked this question of all my guests. How has it impacted your channel, your pub, your life?
The pub with 2020 has definitely been up and down. We had an amazing summer. Summer was really, really good because everyone just wanted to come out. We managed to get one big event on for the August bank holiday. We managed to get bands and things like that. Not as big as we wanted to do, but it was good that we scaled it back a bit because though it was busy, it wasn't as busy we would have hoped to have been a normal year through. But yeah, the channel seems to have done well during lockdown. Views seem to keep steady. I got a bit of time during the first lockdown to do a couple of videos per week, so that was nice. This lockdown, I've been a bit more lazy. I've not done as much, but I've been hanging about on a couple of other streams and things like that and checking out other people's content and just being nosy on where everyone else is going. And I've been paying more attention to my analytics and the view count and not just making videos of, that was a fun video. And then I've actually looked at view count and go, not many people have watched that. Should I do another video on that? We'll try one more. Yeah, not many people watch that again. We'll do something else. Oh, that's done really well. We will do more on that. So, yeah, I think the channel since, say, the last couple of months, since the views and the subs have got higher than I thought I'd literally ever get. I never thought I'd get past 100, let alone over 1,000. So that's quite nice.
Yeah, and you're doing really well.
I'm well chuffed, but I spent more time now looking at the analytics thinking, well, if I'm going to get the views, I may as well try and keep the views and run it more of a business and a bit of fun rather than just a bit of fun. So I've done a new range of hoodies this week. So you've got Sarcastic Child, Sarcastic Brother and Sarcastic Sister ones all on my Teespring. Awesome. If anyone wants to buy their brother or sister a present for Christmas. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, stick that on your Christmas list, everyone in the side chat. Go check them out and grab some of his merch. It's pretty awesome.
So I've been nice. I've just dropped the link. And I've seen there's a question I'll quickly answer. I think it was from It's Me Mario. How much for a pint of your best out? £3.50, because all my bitters outs and things are £3.50.
Excellent. There you go. Head on. That's right. You head on over there and you grab yourself a stout and enjoy it. And you've also had quite a run of success with your late night poker streams. How's that going?
I love doing the poker. It's such a good laugh. It will never be the best show on YouTube for views, but it's fun. It's relaxing. It's the best thing for a Sunday night because you get all relaxed. And then there's this show on afterwards that you just have to go and watch, something Pain of something. I can never remember. It's not bad though. But yes, it's one of those where a few of us just get together, play some poker, have a bit of a joke, and just relatively enjoy ourselves, and then bad jokes on the second half. So
yeah, you get some pretty good musical entertainment on that show as well sometimes.
Yeah, we have some good original artists and some good flat earth cover silly songs and things like that. I've just been picking out some music for this week. So Colon, I think he's got a choice of like 8 different artists I've sent him or something like that. Ranging in how good they are, but we tend to go for original songs because and something just there for people to chill out with because it's a good length stream, 3 hours, so it's nice to have a break, a bit of music, chance to fill up your beer. But yeah,
exactly. Well, before we get on to your first video, let's check in with Aimee and see if there's anything for you in the side chat. Aimee?
Yes, there actually are. We've got Carl Edwards asks if he will ever get back to live pizza streams. Those were a lot of fun.
I did enjoy the live pizza streams. Fingers crossed. Yes, there'll be more live pizza streams next year. And I might do 1 or 2 over the Christmas period. Not as live pizza streams, but I've got to make some dough and things soon. So I may as well do a making dough stream, making barbecue sauce stream, making pizza sauce stream. Because, yeah, we reopen in 5 days, something like that. Well, we reopen on Wednesday, so Tuesday might be a day for making pizza dough and things like that.
Cool. You should start a new series, Cooking with Barman.
I did think about it. So the newest one on my channel, I think, as run as a series, is going to be 1 beer vid. So I get 1 beer and I've got to do the video in that 1 beer time. So I think we did Barnabas Nagy the other day. I think the whole video ended up being 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So, and I only obviously drank during my clips. So I think we managed the beer in about a minute, which was quite nice. It was a nice beer as well.
That's cool. Anything else, Aimee?
Yes, please. We've got Factard. He says, ask Sarcastic Barman when he will put his foot down and get that wallpaper changed.
No, I like my wallpaper. Leave my wallpaper alone. The wife, she's slowly losing confidence in it, though. I don't know. It's the dark wallpaper she doesn't like. The one that's the other side of the bookcase, towards where the dogs are. She likes the kitchen side, though.
Okay.
And then we have a last one from Feel Jesus in You. He says none of the astronauts that supposedly landed on the moon would swear on the Bible. So how can we trust them?
It's a Bible. Who cares?
Good point. That's the Bible for you. Tells it like it is. Yeah. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Can I just put in with the usual Feel Jesus? Which Bible?
Go ahead.
Yeah, which Bible? There is that. I'll just point out to Feel Jesus as well. People all around Earth track the signals coming from the moon for people landing on it. You can go to certain observatories where they will bounce laser signals off the moon from the reflectors that they left on the moon. And do you think the Russians wouldn't call out that they didn't get to the moon? Seems they wanted to get to the moon first and basically win the space race. The whole idea of it is just stupid. And since you can't answer why 3 different continents can look south at the same time and see the same stars as your response of it's God showing off his splendor, that's not a proper answer.
Yeah, that's not an answer at all, to be honest.
No.
But anyways, let's move on to your first video. And I think this first one will just carry on this little discussion we've had about the rough time 2020 has given us. And see what Stupid Karen has to say. Can you roll that, Colin?
Hello.
Oh,
you divine,
God, this woman.
infinite human beings. You are all that is, ever has been, and ever can be. Your divine infinite love. Your divine infinite truth. Your divine infinite source. And I'm filming this here. I'm here in Italy, Sicily.
I don't care what country you're recording from. Do you really have to record from the loudest bloody public ice cream cafe thing in the entire universe by the sound of it? And your audio is terrible. And that's coming from me, the king of crappy audio and mixed sound levels. Christ alight. Roll the intro.
To talk to you because, well, if you notice, everyone's wearing masks around me. I don't know if you can see that, but Rome has issued the mask edict again because they're gearing up for another pandemic.
Please say you didn't say plandemic. Please say it was the shitty audio. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Now, if you're not going to wear a mask, being the inconsiderate human piece of garbage that you are, then why not stay at home and record this video from your hotel room or from wherever you're staying or wherever you live? There's no reason for you to be out in a public place, possibly carrying a virus that's killed people with your fucking pig-headedness of not wearing a mask, is there? No, there's not. You're just a waste of fucking oxygen.
So I wanted to just take this moment because, of course, you, me, everyone kind of wants to forget about everything, the bad, and let it go away. And they're wearing their masks to be good little mind control robots, thinking that they're gonna, actually you get almost a $500 fine if you are not wearing your mask.
Well, I really hope before this video ends, either you get fined or someone comes and calls you the fucking pig-headed twat that you are for not wearing a mask. Let me guess, you're one of these inconsiderate, stupid people that think either viruses aren't real or don't understand how masks work. Or you're just an absolute fucking moron.
Okay, so I want to recap what has really been going on the planet beyond all the distractions that we have received, okay? One, there was a deadly virus, which was what we were told, okay? That's what we were told. What really happened is that they have been testing the 5G weaponry. Scusa, sto facendo un video adesso. Lo prendo dopo.
Damn it, and here was me really hoping then that person was going to tell you to put a goddamn mask on. No, they haven't been testing 5G and it hasn't caused a fucking virus. How stupid do you have to be to go down that train of thought? Oh, that'd be incredibly fucking stupid, which is why you're obviously making this video about it. Now, did you ever think to work out what about countries that haven't got 5G but have still had coronavirus? What about countries that have had 5G long before Wuhan but had no coronavirus until it came out in Wuhan? The fuck is wrong with you? You see two lines and make a fucking square. That's not how things work, you moron.
What happened was they used this virus, which they have been planning for eons, for thousands of years.
They've been planning the virus for thousands of years. Okay. I need to see inside your brain, because that hamster's obviously running its heart out, going, I think I can. I'm sure we can give her a good idea if we run fast enough. And it's slowly dying from exhaustion because it just can't tick your brain over fast enough, can it?
Okay, it's been written in the Bible, in the stars, and of course every Hollywood movie has had Ebola, and everything has had, you know, this 4 horses of apocalypse, Revelations planned.
Hang on a minute. Did you just air quote the Bible? What? You nut jobs always believe in the Bible. Wow, we've actually found a nutter that doesn't believe in the goddamn Bible. That makes a nice change. Or do you not believe certain bits of it and that's why you're like, no, 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Nutter.
In fact, my brother said, well, Bill Gates has been talking about this for a long time. Yes, of course. They've been talking about it for a long time. And it's a wonderful thing because what does it do? It makes you afraid. fearful for your life, so you're willing to follow whatever commands they give you. And that's what trauma-based mind control is all about.
Okay, from your point of view, let's weigh up the commands they've given you. Number 1, wash your hands and don't touch your face. That was the first advice that most countries gave to their populations. If you can follow these, it's going to help. What did people then do? Not wash their hands and continually touch their face, going, I don't want to wash my hands. They smell all... smells like poo. And hence why they then said, look, you can't follow simple commands. Can you just please wear a mask? Just please, just wear a mask. Don't go out as much as possible. Wear a mask. Oh, okay. I don't like wearing a mask. It makes my face all hot. Oh, I can't breathe. Fine. If you can wear a mask, wear a mask. Otherwise, don't go out, please. Stay at home. Don't mix in big groups. Oh, but I want to. I want to see my friends. I want to hug them. I want them to know that my fingers smell of poo. Let's be fair. The commands that have been given... command's just a horrible word. The advice that's been given is wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't have too much physical contact with people who are not in your own household, and if you've got a cold, a cough, if it seems like you're getting ill, stay at home for 2 weeks and try and self-isolate. And they've all actually been advice. There's been no, you must do it. Ooh. Even here in the UK at the moment, I've walked into the shop because I forgot my mask and it's like, crap. Right, we'll run in, I'll grab a mask from the counter that's not far from the door, we'll get a mask, we'll put it on, we'll do our shopping, sorted. How is this difficult and how has it changed my life? Oh wait, it hasn't.
So everyone on the planet began doing the exact same thing. That's pretty strange. I mean,
Oh man, that really was a stupid Karen. Great video. That must have been a challenge to put together.
She was a bit challenging. As you can see, there wasn't as much debunking that and just actually just telling her, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. Because she had nothing apart from, it's a conspiracy. It's Bill Gates. It's, oh, shut up. No, it's not.
But you sat through like 17 minutes in that video? Oh my God.
To be fair, I have once sat through a 3-hour stream of Orphan Red, so a 17-minute video with one Karen isn't that difficult anymore.
Oh, I guess that's true. That's true. Man, that was craziness. Absolute crazy. 1,000 years they've been working on that?
Apparently so, yes. But I think they then forgot that there was the Black Death, that they could have counted that as the giant plague, Spanish flu and things like that. It's like, do they plan like several plagues in advance or is it just one plague at a time?
Exactly right. Exactly right. Let's see what we've got in the side chat on this one. Aimee?
Yep, that mute monster hit me too. All good so far. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah. So thank you.
Cool. Well, for those of you in the side chat who might be wondering, yes, this was about 17 minutes, this video. So if you want to see the full-length version, head on over to Barman's channel. If you haven't subbed yet, please do so. You won't regret it. And make sure you hit that bell and get notifications every time he puts up something new. And yeah, you'll be amazed at some of the funny stuff you're going to find there. Great channel. Colin, have you got anything you'd like to input on this video before we move on?
Oh, COVID-idiots are crazies. Barman's made me sit through quite a few bits and pieces for him in the past, and that's why I love giving it back in spades. Just a quick one. Demon Orbs just mentioned that a 6G satellite has been launched recently.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes.
I see them. I'm waiting for them to actually pull up that one and start screaming and shouting about it now. They're irradiating the whole planet. Oh, no. No, please don't.
Yeah, I saw the headlines for that being launched. I haven't read into it as yet because I'm like, I want to know. But I'm thinking, how 6G? Is it not 5G plus or something? I don't know. So that's going to be an interesting one to read up on.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I love about science. Every time they make up a new discovery or a new technology, it just provides us with a plethora of new content. It's awesome.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh,
Well,
it's
I've got
great.
yeah, I'm gonna. As I'm here, I'm gonna plug myself again. I've got a mirror on later this evening, which anyone who's into the 5G stuff will find really interesting because it's this guy Lee, and he takes one of the sensors and receivers off what's considered a 5G lamppost, as Mark Steele would put it, and breaks it down and just goes, no, it's a little transmitter. He picks up the signals from it. He explains it. He goes through it. So for anyone interested in that, it's going to be a good watch. And then from there, you can sub to Lee's channel because that's in the comments of that one. So plugging myself while plugging someone else.
Awesome. So make sure you head on over there and catch that premiere later, folks. Did you have something there, Colin? Yeah.
Yeah, just one other little thing. Barman, how's Kay doing?
Ex-nurse Kay Shimarani, Barney. No
That's the
idea.
one.
I don't think she's allowed on Twitter anymore. I think her Facebook keeps getting muted. She's no longer got a YouTube channel. She's probably in London right now at these silly protesty things, which I really hope, because I hope it's raining and she's going to get wet and her makeup runs and her lips fall off because they're all injected with stuff, which is quite amusing for someone who says that vaccines are full of poisons to then go and get Botox. Very odd.
Yeah.
There you go, the biggest poison of all. All right, well, let's kind of hop back to the questions here. What's been the biggest challenge you've had so far with your challenge?
The biggest challenge is my challenge.
Biggest challenge with your channel. Blah, 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 blah.
Finding it's definitely finding content recently that's worth going through. Because things like Flat Earth, as amusing as they are, there's not as many good short videos to go through anymore. A lot of the big YouTube ones, they're doing, well, here's a 2-hour live stream, here's an hour-long live stream. I'm not sitting there going through an hour-long video to find something new that you might say that's worthwhile to making a video. I think that's why I've stepped out more and done more various subjects of videos. And also keeping my cool when doing anti-vaxxers, because anti-vaxxers piss me off to no end of the world. They're the sort of people I want to slap because they are so in their own ass. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I hate those people with a passion. So, with all the, I mean, you got some funny stuff on your channel. You do some really good videos. But
thank you.
What's been the stupidest thing you've ever heard or seen?
It's actually the most recent video I've done for probably the stupidest, and that's Hollow Earth. Because, all right, it makes slightly more sense than Flat Earth because you think, at least it's round. But then it has to base on our entire understanding of plate tectonics, how Earth was formed, P waves, S waves for earthquakes, everything like that just being, that's all false. None of that actually works. And then things like, there's a big hole at the North Pole. Why has no one seen it? People have been to the North Pole. And is it at the exact North Pole? Is it the magnetic North Pole? Because you're saying it's where the Aurora Borealis is coming out from. So that would be the magnetic North Pole. Well, here's a video of Jeremy Clarkson fucking driving there. So where's the fucking hole? And it's like, it's stupid. It's so stupid.
It is. That has got to be the stupidest thing I've seen in a long time. But, I have to say, our good friend, Mr. Colin here, has got a pretty good talent for finding stupid. And I think we'll get him to load up one that he found for you recently. Colin, you want to go ahead and do that?
Okie doke, it's on its way.
Live from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation studio, it's the Corona Quiz with your host, Dick Head.
Oh, joy. A Corona quiz. And I think we can already guess that the only thing the guy's going to get right is his name. Dickhead. Let's run the intro.
Live.
So, this video was recommended to me by our very own Colon. Colon, congratulations, you are now a member of the Bar Stewards. Though, with how this video is, I think I might pronounce Bar Stewards a bit differently. Yeah. So, this video is from Space Busters, one of these weird Globebusters fantasy, I love them sort of. You can tell it's going to be fun already, can't you? Unfortunately, the original's been taken down. Oh, what a shame. There are mirrors of it still available. I don't know how that works. YouTube will take down the original but not take down the mirror. Well done, YouTube. Well done. Well done. But let's crack on and see how cocked up they get these questions and answers, shall we?
Okay, let's dive right in with the first question. For Team Doctors, worth 10 points. Is the coronavirus actually a virus?
Dr. Dutar.
No.
No is the right answer, 10 points.
Sorry, Mr. Dickhead. It is a virus. It's basically a family of viruses, with COVID-19 just basically being the newest strain of this set of viruses. The fact you think it isn't just is mind-numbingly stupid at this point, and you just think the whole thing is obviously a fucking hoax.
Now, Team Gov, worth 5 points. Who got the original apocalyptic death toll estimate totally wrong by a whopping 2,500%?
Neil Ferguson.
Me.
Correct answer, 5 points.
No, you're wrong again, Mr. Dickhead. Crap, you're a shit quizmaster, aren't you? Jesus. Now, his models were based on worst case scenarios. If you do fucking nothing, lots and lots of people will die. And unfortunately, I don't know if you noticed, there was this big sort of fucking lockdown thing. With a few countries, mine being one of them, probably being a bit late to jump on the lockdown bandwagon, even though they said, yes, we're going to be in perfect time, we have to do the right thing by the scientists. Maybe it could have been a bit earlier, but we don't know. And if you want to break down how that's affected, look at Europe as a whole. Europe's had 174,000 deaths from coronavirus. America's had 122,000, and you might think, well, yeah, but Europe's 50,000 more. The population of Europe is also almost twice that, if not exactly or more than twice that, of America. So which country's been doing more to lock down? Which country's got lots and lots of protests about locking down, and lots of people going into shops going, no, I'm not going to wear a mask, trying to barge their way in? And then think, if there was no lockdown and nothing at all, would his model have been right? More than fucking likely at this point. Yep, dickhead.
Team Doc, for 100 points. Is the coronavirus any worse than the seasonal flu?
Dr. Judy.
No.
Correct, 10 points.
Really? It's no worse. So, the average deaths of flu each year in the UK is 17,000. I'd just like to point out we've had 40,000 deaths of coronavirus so far in the last 5 months. So yeah, that's a bit different there really, isn't it? Now, America deaths range from 12,000 to 61,000. I don't know why they didn't give me an average, but we'll say 40,000 for an average. How's that? 120,000 people have died in America so far. But yeah, obviously no worse than the flu. You're just a complete and utter dickhead who doesn't know how to do a quiz. Fucking hell.
Was the draconian social distancing and lockdown measures absolutely necessary? Chris Whitty. Chris?
Boris Johnson.
Kipper. Sorry, Boris, that is wrong. The correct answer is no, not at all. It is a complete and utter overreach of governmental power. That is minus 10 points, I'm afraid.
So you're saying the 40,000 deaths that have happened, even with social distancing, means that we didn't need the social distancing? If we hadn't put social distancing and the death had been 100, 200, 300,000, would you then be going, maybe we should have kept apart from each other? Do you have any idea what the fuck is going on? Or are you just locked in a little basement going, ha, I made this video and lie my ass off. I said my name is Dickhead because I am actually a dickhead. Dickhead.
Oh, that was hilarious, man. That was so funny. But, I do have to ask you, have you decided on the repronunciation of bar steward?
For some people, yes, they're definitely just being called bastards and being done with. Others are still bar stewards.
Thank you, Barman.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was ridiculously stupid.
It's the way he's done it all, and then taken things, gone right. I'll just do these things, and we'll talk to Judy Mikovich and the other nutters. It's like, some of these people don't think viruses are a thing, and it's stupid. We can physically isolate these things. We can see them on electron microscopes. We know what they are. We know how they interact. And they go, no, they're just these other bits in the human bodies from when the cells transmit information to us. No, they're not. To start with, they're not the right size. They don't contain the right material inside. And we can figure this shit out. No, you can't. Yes, we can. Look, here's 55 papers on all about COVID, its breakdown, things like that. Yeah, but I've got this one here. Yeah, but your one's never been published, you twats. It's like, there was a lady on the BBC literally the other day. I almost thought about doing a video on it. And she's like, well, what we should have done is not lock down and just isolated all the vulnerable people and let the virus go through everyone else in the community so we get herd immunity. It's like, no, you can't do that. And how do you work out who's vulnerable? And even blokes on the stream brought it up going, well, there's 5 million people with undiagnosed hypertension and stuff like that. That would put them in the vulnerable group. You got people with undiagnosed diabetes. That would put them in the group. You're also going to have to isolate everyone who's overweight and things like that, because that puts them in the under group. Other people with underlying health conditions they've not got any idea of, you got to put them isolate away. But because we don't know exactly who these people are, who do you isolate? Do you let those 5 million odd people die because they're in a risk group? Well, they should have looked after their health better. Shut the fuck up.
No kidding. I just want to slap them to death. They're just so stupid. Absolutely stupid. Aimee, do we have anything in the side chat about this?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
We're all good right now. Yeah.
I guess our side chat is just full of too many smart people who know stupid when you know.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just got to be the most ridiculously stupid of all stupid. I mean, something that can actually kill people, and they're treating it like a joke.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
I'm all happy to laugh at flat earthers, but COVIDiots, anti-vaxxers, people like that, they're actually dangerous, and they need just to be slapped in the face with my dick. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, absolutely. They just need to be stopped at all costs. Absolutely. So, well, I guess I can ask you another question here on my list. When it comes to the many different internet morons, like the one we just saw, that we point and laugh at, which one makes you think, well, it ought to be a crime to be that stupid?
Oh, definitely anti-vaxxers. Fully simple. Anti-vaxxers should be no. If you don't want to have a vaccine, that fine. That's your body, your choice. But you're putting other people at fucking risk. And what's worse is then spouting your fucking inconsiderate, ill-educated, moronic, spattering twat crap online or in public forums. That should be a crime. If it's if you've got
I can't agree with you more. I mean, I feel exactly the same way as you do.
Mm-hmm. My worst one is when people list the ingredients of vaccines. Go, look, it's got aluminium in it. Almost everything's got aluminium in it. Yes, but not this much. You're right. Vaccines have probably got less aluminium in than a cup of tea, and you're probably going to drink several cups of tea. Yes, but it's grown in pig's blood or cow's liver and things like that. What do you expect we're going to grow it in? We then do filter this stuff out, and it's that old saying of a little bit of information to some people is just, it's dangerous, because they see these things and they see them, then don't do any information or reading up of why are these things there? What is the point of these things being there? And they come out with the stupid answers. My favorite stupid one is formaldehyde. And people say, oh, formaldehyde is so dangerous. There's so much in the thing. Yeah, our body produces over, I think it's 1.6 ounces of formaldehyde a day.
Yeah.
a day,
It's
and you're
natural
worrying
body
about
function.
it's stupid. Mike 71, Mercury. Yeah, Mercury is it's worse because it's not even mercury. It's thimerosal, which is like a mercury compound. It annoys me. It just annoys me that they do no research in anything past that.
Oh, I know. They're just so utterly ignorant of the details behind everything. They just see something, they see red, and they just go off half-cocked with some stupid cockamamie idea, and people listen to them and believe their shit. And next thing you know, you've got a whole movement of people who refuse to take vaccines or refuse to wear a mask, and people are dying.
Yeah.
I mean, people are literally dying at a higher rate than ever seen before since the Black Death. I mean, can't they see the truth right in front of them? Wear a goddamn mask.
Yeah,
Take a goddamn vaccine.
I've had to actually not block someone on my Facebook. I've just basically unfollowed them so they don't appear on my my Facebook timeline, but I'm still technically friends with them. Because he was putting the stupid COVID stuff and things like that. And the one that really got to me was about 3-4 weeks ago. No, it was before lockdown. So call it 5-6 weeks ago. And he was saying, isn't it funny how since COVID's been out, there's been no flu epidemic and things like that like we normally had? Well, to start with, we haven't even hit flu season as yet, so there is that. The flu season for the UK basically didn't start for another 3-4 weeks, so we're basically now just at the start of it, and it doesn't even start getting higher for another couple of weeks after that. It's like
Just use your brain. Oh, sorry, they don't have one.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Absolutely. It's unbelievable, these people. So, Colin, have you got anything you'd like to add?
Well, the biggest thing I'm spotting at the moment, and obviously we've done some of it on Shills as well, is the chiropractors who think they need to sort things out and make up their own shit, and the natural medicine doctors as well.
Don't get me started on them.
Like Healy and some government advisory council in America trying to give all this information to the likes of Trump and administration.
Yeah,
fortunately, that's coming to an end.
Yeah. For all the natural medicine proponents and things like that say, oh yes, the natural medicine is better. Look at all these people who from a natural medicine are pointing out how bad vaccines and things are. Natural medicine as an industry, the natural alternative medicine, I should say, as an industry, is worth more than the vaccine industry is worth. And you're wondering why these people are pushing shit out. I mean, the vaccine industry is worth a couple of $1 billion a year. I can't remember. Was it 20 billion? How much it was? I think the natural medicine department was about 50% more in worth per year on that. But what's worse, I mean, vaccines account for naff all on the $3 trillion pharmaceutical industry. So. Yeah, they don't really mind too much on vaccines. They want to keep you alive, so you buy the other shit.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. So, I guess if you had the chance to share one message with our community, what would you tell them?
Read a book. Oh, our community. Sorry. With our community, just keep doing what we're doing. Keep picking on these inconsiderate assholes who are going to come out with stupid. Share each other's videos as much as you can. Give advice to each other. Just generally be the nice people that we are. It's like, yeah. So
we have a great community, don't we?
You can have really good days in the community here. It is really good. I mean, I'm useless. I tend to sit on the outsides of the community a lot of the time, just simply because I'm lazy. You don't get to be this fat without being lazy. I will be fair. But yeah, so I'll come in sometimes. There's been a bit of drama somewhere. Like, what's going on now? It's like, oh, okay. And then that'll be it. I'll never actually talk about it again because I just And it's always other people's channels, but it's always funny. It's just like, let's be nice to each other. Jeez, it's fun here. Let's keep it fun. It's the whole point.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I mean, let's keep things fun and keep things interesting and just enjoy each other's company. You know, I think that's what it all comes down to. The flat earth community, you know, they're always at each other's throats and trying to kick each other down and make fun of each other. And, you know, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I think the biggest show of it is the whole Natalie thing over the last couple of days with the Reckless Ben. It's just like, he was so triggered last night. It was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not triggered.
Yeah. But the fact the majority of the flat earth community was trying to tell him not to do it. They knew he was getting punked.
Yeah.
They knew
it. He should have, I don't know. It's one of those awkward ones to be in that he says, I knew I was being punked straight away. Well, you should have made your Instagram saying, look, this is going on. I know it's going to be a joke, but it should be a bit of fun. And I'm looking forward to watching the video afterwards. Instead, he comes across as an asshole afterwards. Just going, you guys are wankers or whatever he fucking called. Oh, no, didn't he? Actually, no, didn't he call them rapists, as I remember rightly? Fuck my life. It just shows how triggered he gets.
Oh, I know. And he's so crude.
Yeah.
You know, he has absolutely no moral center at all, as Vishanti likes to say. She's absolutely right.
Yeah, he's homophobic. He's an asshole. I mean, the number of times I've sat in certain Discord ones in the live chat just listening to people, and he'll come in and he just starts off, oh, you're all fucking retards. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? How does that become your opening insult to come into a chat room? It's a word I don't really like. I try and avoid it. I've actually re-recorded several scenes before now, and I think, I don't want to use that word. I'm sure we can think of a better word. Fucking moron's better. Because it's not a nice word. And it's just like, but that's his go-to response. And it's like, no. And saying vaccines cause autism is like, I really want to slap you. If I ever see you, I'm just going to kick you in the dick. It's just going to be as simple as that.
Oh, yeah. You'd have to beat Aimee to it, though.
Oh, God, yeah. I think Aimee would murder him.
Well, probably. Wouldn't you, Aimee?
Oh, yeah. And then some. And there'd just be pieces of Nathan everywhere because I just... I can't tell you how long I've argued with anti-vaxxers over autism and how it's not caused by vaccines.
Nope. Yeah. Well, if you want, Aimee, I can tag you in a couple of people on Twitter who think it does.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Man. They're going to catch me on a bad day one of these days, and they're going to get an earful. I swear.
And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Yes. And while we've got you here, Aimee, do we have anything else in the side chat you'd like to bring up?
No, just that other people have said the same thing. They've said, you know, it's how flu cases have been lower this year because of the masking and the social distancing that we've been practicing for COVID. So we've actually helped reduce our flu cases too. So
awesome.
It's so that's something to think about.
Things are starting to look up.
Exactly.
That's a good thing. All right. Well, then let's move on to our last video, and it's well, you said it yourself, Barman. It's the stupidest thing you've ever seen or heard. So, Colin, let's roll that.
Hey, on it now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Sarcastic Barman, and welcome to my channel. Now, which one's stupider, Flat Earth or Hollow Earth? You can fill in the poll card here now, hopefully, all being well. And once you've done that, we'll get through some videos on finding out what seems stupider on Hollow Earth. And you can compare them to the videos from last week from Flat Earth. But until then, let's play the intro, get a beer, and go through some ridiculous stupidness.
Alright, here's part 1 of Hollow Earth. Oh, let me just move myself out of the way for you. Explorers at the South Pole have reported that after a certain latitude, the sub-zero temperatures suddenly rise drastically, yielding green, iceless land areas and lakes.
Really? Are you sure? Because we can find no information on that online anywhere looking through. So I'm going to call bollocks on that one. And while it's true there is grass in Antarctica, it's on the peninsula. So no to that one. I'm sure any satellite images would also show large grassless areas. But unfortunately, once again, no.
Supposedly, Earth is a spherical, spacious planetary body with enormous continent-sized caverns deep within it and large entrances miles across the North and South Pole.
Really, for that to be the case, our entire understanding of continental drift, earthquakes, PNS waves, and everything we've used to detect and understand the centre of Earth would all be completely and utterly wrong, and nobody's ever noticed apart from conspiracy theorists who think there's two big giant holes and are basically another mini sun thing inside of Earth. No.
They say inner Earth has water, oceans, and luminosity, and that it sustains not only plants and animals, but intelligent life as well.
And how are they living under there? This is the next big question, right? You're saying there's luminosity, so you're saying what? There's a mini sun inside Earth like this? And then you're saying that the people walk along the outer edge like this as well? Well, then the question will come is our entire understanding of gravity just completely and utterly balls? Because we can understand how much mass has an attraction force to other mass, and how much it basically would bend space-time for anyone who's going to pull me up on that bit, and how much that attraction actually is. So you're now saying that the crust is causing all that attraction, which means there's got to be a huge more amount of mass inside that crust. And then that means that if there's the huge amount of mass in the crust on one side, use this picture again, then should there not be the same amount of mass on the other side, which would mean that anyone standing on that side, it gets a bit weird that the level of attraction inside the Earth should be different to the level of attraction outside of the Earth because of it being different. And yeah, that's a confusing concept.
I know it sounds crazy, just put aside what you think you know while we look at the evidence, the scientists, the legends and testimonies on the inner Earth theory and why it could be the most game-changing evidence concealed from common knowledge.
Scientific evidence? Fine, we'll take a look at that. Myths and legends? You can't really use a myth and a legend to substantiate your claim. Now, while there is the chance that some myths and legend have some basis in reality, I mean, look at Troy. For years and years, it was thought to be, no, Troy doesn't exist, and then someone discovered Troy. So, yes, there can be some hints and things in there. Doesn't mean that our entire scientific basis is wrong, because some people said, yeah, some people live underground. And that's basically what most of this hollow earth stuff comes down to. Not, there's a giant underground hollow earth with another sun, oceans, trees, and for some really, really batshit crazy people, lizard alien people things that are slowly taking over Earth. That's just... wow.
Alright, so we had the introduction. Here's part 1 of Hollow Earth. Who wasn't taught that gravity is what makes an apple fall? We believed this for roughly 300 to 400 years since Isaac Newton defined it in its relationship to mass. This guy. Well, in 2017, 2 neutron stars collided, proving that indeed it's not a force, it's a distortion in space-time.
I feel like you need to watch more conspiracitard videos, because for years and years you've had people trying to debunk gravity one way or the other, and one of the things they do use is the Einsteinian gravity wrecking Newtonian gravity, blah-de-blah-de-blah, space-time, blah-de-blah-de-blah, hence my mention slightly earlier, blah-de-blah-de-blah. So this isn't something new that you're trying to bring up, but your rough basic understanding doesn't change how gravity works on Earth and how we can pick up the attraction. And yeah, I'm still going to call it a force, the attractive force between two objects with mass and their attraction towards each other. Whether you want to include this as the space-time around it is bending, which is causing the other one to fall into each other, or they coming along, fine. But it's still there, and our understanding of it is still relatively good enough that I think we'd notice if the entire goddamn Earth was hollow.
Now, according to Einstein, an apple falls from a tree because it's responding to the curvature of space-time caused by the planet's mass. There's no attractive force called gravity. That's a massive paradigm shift.
Not really, no, because we've had a good 70-odd years to actually look at it, understand it, do experiments on it, work out the mass behind it even more, go through things. And what's even more amusing is our understanding of gravity changes more and more each day. And basically, the Einsteinian model of it at the moment is one of our best understandings, but hence why science is always a theory. What's more of a paradigm shift is shifting from rum to gin. That's more of a paradigm shift. And there's vodka there as well.
You're right, Barman. That is the stupidest of the stupid I've ever seen or heard. My God.
It's just all unsubstantiated, even worse than Flat Earth, really, that it's nothing would work, really. The only thing you can look at and go, at least we're still in the universe and in our own galaxy spinning around the sun. At least that works. But then you're changing all of gravity to fit your narrative of that wouldn't actually work because we wouldn't go round the sun the same. The planet wouldn't have formed. And for God's sake.
Yeah, no kidding. I think the only thing he did get right was the fact that Earth is still a globe.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think he got right. It's just stupid. I will be fair to him. He did turn up in my the chat for the premiere, and he left a comment saying, "Oh, you've done some of it, but do you think you can do all of it?" And I'm like, oh, I could quite easily do all of it. It's just whether my subscribers want me to do all of it, because at the moment it's ranking 7 out of 10 for view time, so it's not too bad. But I'm getting better comments on my Naggy One Beer video than I'm getting on the Hollow Earth video. But I'm also getting the polls done quite well. I've had 59 votes on that, so that's good.
Yeah. I think TikTok has become a whole wellspring of new content for us.
Oh, hell yeah. But what was even better, I didn't even have to go to TikTok to do it. He's uploaded them onto YouTube. But he's left them as TikTok format. So that's why it still looks like shit, because he's obviously left it in portrait mode, which is, I'll be fair, portrait is fine for TikTok because of how TikTok's set out and everything like that. That is perfect for that. If you're going to re-upload them to YouTube, though, do something with the sides of your fucking screen. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. Re-edit it or something, or redo it for that platform.
Mm-hmm. He's obviously got a computer and a green screen because he's doing shit. So,
yeah, he is trying, but getting it all wrong as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. I was looking at the side chat, and it seems like there's a couple of questions that have popped up for you. Aimee, can you read this out?
Maybe.
Sorry, mute button again.
We'll get that monster. We'll get him.
Yeah, we'll get him. Yes, we have one from Woden. We have a couple from Woden Toad. I've always wanted to ask Sarcastic Barman. He says, best way to pour beer, straight down the side of the glass, or directly into the maw? And then what's the best way to drink non-alcoholic beer?
Don't swear at me. The first one, best way to pour a beer. I always suggest drinking the beer from an actual glass, not straight out of a bottle or a can, because your hand's going to make the beer warm. You want a nice glass with a handle, ideally, and do it like that. And in which case, you pour down the side of the glass, nice and steady, straight in the glass as you go. Little swizzle at the end, so you get a nice bit of frothy head on the top. So there's that one. And non-alcoholic beer, just don't. If you're not going to drink, that's fine, but don't drink non-alcoholic beer. It's wrong. It's so wrong. Just I would go for either a mocktail or a fruit drink, even a Coke or something like that. Whatever. Just don't drink a non-alcoholic beer. It's wrong, and they're never completely alcohol free anyway. There's always that tiniest bit left in them.
Yeah, true enough. Absolutely. And just like to remind everybody in the side chat, don't forget to head on over to Barman's channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. You won't regret it. Hit that bell, get notifications, so every time you upload something new, you'll be informed. And you'll enjoy the channel. It's a great channel. He's got a whole ton of awesome content. So head on over there and hit that button. And with that, I have one more question I'd like to ask you. And then we'll do the quick fires and start looking at wrapping things up. So my last question for you is, if you had the power to utterly erase one channel from YouTube, which would it be?
Oh, that's a hard question. Now, See, I'm drawn between, do I go for one of the stupid anti-vaxxers or someone like that, or just go for someone who just seems to be a horrible person who just talks shit and can't seem to hold a nice conversation? I think I'm going to go for the can't hold a conversation and go for Nathan Oakley. Because it's impossible to listen to his channel. He is such a condescending twat bag. And it just shows that people have started to ignore him because his view count has dropped significantly. We were having a look the other night. And I think within over 2 months, he's had one video that's hit 2K views, which I'd be chuffed at having a 2K view one. But I've got 1,000 subscribers. He's got almost 20,000 subscribers and should be getting the 10%, 2,000 views. So, I can see the chat starting to agree there. Oakley for the win. Yeah, he's a horrible person. He is just a horrible person. Watching people on his show, and you can hear that he's louder than everyone. He talks over everyone. He can't hold a conversation, but he's just an ass. And he won't come away from his channel and his mute button to actually have a conversation because he knows that anyone with half an understanding of these, I mean, cats would absolutely destroy him on an open, proper channel away from everyone, say modern day debates or anything like that, where Nathan can't run away and he's got to answer properly with a good moderator. He'd be fucked. He'd be absolutely fucked.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. I mean, just the sound of his voice makes every part of my skin crawl.
He's very nasal in his voice as well, isn't he?
Oh, God. It's just the most horrid thing to sit and listen to. I can't tolerate him. I can't even tolerate to look at his pictures. I just want to shoot him.
I don't think I've ever done one of his videos. I've been tempted recently because I saw he had a 3-minute video on his channel. I was like, I might check that one out. Because I looked through the titles of things, see if we can find anything useful. But he's got a 3-minute one. I think that would be perfect for a 1 beer video.
Yeah. I don't think I could sit through a 1 beer video with that guy. I really don't think I could do it. Kudos
Can I just
to
cut
you.
in 1 second, please, Jeff?
Yeah, go ahead.
Apparently, Nathan Oakley, he's done a couple of fundraisers in the past where he's car sorted out. He got himself a nice iPad sorted out. He's now just started another GoFundMe. He wants an audio setup studio in his house.
Oh, good God.
So we can all hear him all nice and clear for a change. I'd just rather not listen to him ever.
No,
Absolutely.
but 20,000 subs on his channel, he should be making pennies enough to sort of fund his own stuff. But to get a decent audio setup isn't really that much. I mean, all right, I've thought I've got an AT 2020 Audio Technica microphone. It cost me secondhand, and it cost me about 80, 90 quid. I was like quite chuffed with it. I've got a nice little Behringer mixer that goes into USB, takes all the inputs, and then just balancing the audio and things properly. Nathan's audio isn't bad. It's just his voice is fucking horrible. And he is a cretinous, horrible person. I think I saw in chat someone put, he starts his videos by saying no swearing. He swears worse than I do. So
he swears worse than anybody.
Yeah. And he's horrible with his swearing as well. I mean, I'll call a COVID an idiot and swear at them. But Flat Earthers, at least I'm not that horrible too, really. I could be a lot more horrible, but no.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's just an absolute cretin of a human being. And just, oh, God, I can't stand him. I just can't stand him.
No.
But anyways, go ahead.
No, go on.
No, I was just going to check in with Aimee one last time to see if there's anything else in the side chat for you.
Yes, there was some. Can you imagine Oakley working on the phone for Samaritans? The population would plummet.
Oh, God, that'd be terrible.
And then someone got trolled with Mage 2, one of the Flat Earthers, in one video, and he raged so much it moved to private.
Nice.
We've met some good ones. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Just noticed Demon Orbs one in the chat as well. He needs to make a Flurf sock so he can scam the Flurfs because he can't get a job at the moment. Well, hopefully, Demon Orb, you can get a job. But yeah, they seem to do a lot of scamming for money. Well, I don't want to call it scamming for money because at least they're being honest as I want your money even though I'm a liar. They just forget to say I'm the liar bit. But yeah. They do a lot of fundraisers. I don't mind seeing the occasional fundraisers, but they do a fecking lot.
Yeah, they do. And not for really good causes either.
Ah, thank you, Wad and Toad. I could listen to Barman for ages. I love his voice, soothing, intelligent, and funny. Who is this Barman you're listening to?
Absolutely. Yeah, well, Barman is a really decent chap. I've had the extreme privilege and pleasure of working with him for the past almost year. As a matter of fact, Barman was one of the first YouTubers who encouraged me to start my channel. And I've never really properly thanked you for that, Barman, because it's been a hell of a year. And I really... Yeah. And since joining the Shills, it's been the best thing ever. So yeah, again, everybody, if you haven't yet, head over to Barman's channel and sub. He's a great creator and just an all-around really decent chap, and you'll love his content. I'm sure of it.
Thank you. With that, I can say I've got an extra button on my channel now. I've got memberships.
Oh, you've got memberships. Well, there you go, folks.
I keep forgetting to tell people I've got memberships. But yeah, I've got memberships. I think I've got one member, but I have memberships.
Excellent. So if you're already subbed to Barman, head on over there and get on board with the memberships. It's worth it. Trust me. It really is. And with that, I'd like to take this opportunity to move us over to the quick fire questions. And I've got the usual 10 questions. Well, not usual questions, but there are 10. And get a little bit of an insight into who the Barman is and what he's about. On the inside, that's what I'm kind of thing. So if you're ready, Barman, then we can go through them and see what you're all about.
Oh, go on then.
Awesome. Okay, so my first quick fire question is about beer. British beer, German beer, or American beer?
Oh, well, not American, because they don't make beer. They just make that stuff where it's like having sex near water. German beers do some lovely beers, but I'll always love a local beer. It doesn't matter what country I go to. It's worth seeing what the local beer is, what the small breweries, distilleries, and things like that are making, whether it be beer, whiskies, rums, or any kind of spirits. Try local, shop local, support small beers.
Absolutely. Good plan. Absolutely. Okay, next one. Aimee, you might want to watch the chat. It might explode. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Good man.
Didn't even need to think about that one.
Absolutely. Pineapple on pizza is awesome.
It is.
Okay. Football. Man U, Liverpool, or Arsenal?
None of them. Football's a game for girls.
Honest. All right.
You forget I'm Welsh. It's rugby all the way, mate.
Yeah, true. Okay. Blues, rock, or pop music?
Rock.
Good man.
Yeah. I don't mind a good pop song sometimes, but yeah, definitely rock. Because all pop is just what's popular, so you can count some rock songs as pop at some points. But blues, I've never got into blues, though I do like Jamie Cullen's blues show and jazz show on Radio 2. That's not bad.
Okay, cool. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Ugh. Some Star Trek, some Star Wars, not the last 3 Star Wars.
Okay.
Picard is good. Discovery's okay. And Below Decks is awesome for Star Trek. So, original Star Wars, yes. And Wrath of Khan for for Star Trek, yes.
Okay. Good answer. Scotch or bourbon?
Scotch.
I thought you'd say that. Well, being Welsh and all, and being right next to the home of Scotch, it's to be expected.
We've got a nice distillery about 36 miles away from us called Penderyn. They make nice Welsh whiskey that One of them they do in Madeira wine casks afterwards to take that Madeira sort of flavour in. That's really nice. They do a nice local gin. And for anyone who's familiar with Bailey's, they do one called Merlin, which is the Welsh version of that, basically. So that's quite cool.
Awesome. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. When you drink scotch, do you prefer a single malt or a double malt?
I'm quite open to singles. Yeah, single malt will do me quite nicely. So it tends to be what I've got on the bar, and what I've got on the bar is Penderyn, and it's a single malt.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, next one. The person, living or dead, that you would most like to meet if you could.
Do I get to bring him to this time so I can show him stuff?
Sure.
Tesla, just so then he can learn new stuff and what's going on, and then go, yeah. And then we can ask him and get him to say to the flat earthers that, no, I don't think the world's flat. You're all fucking stupid.
That's a very interesting answer. Okay. Let's look at the other side of that coin. Person you would most avoid meeting.
Oh, God. Nathan Oakley. I just want to hit him.
Yeah.
Or Nathan Thompson. Yeah. Nathan Roberts as well. There's a few Nathans that are just fucking weird.
I know. It always ends up being Nathans, eh?
Yeah. I don't know why. And I know a couple of Nathans in real life, and they're quite normal.
Yeah. I think if we think about it, we can come up with a fair test that we can test the hypothesis of Nathans being idiots.
Definitely. Get them all together in one room. Give them all some tests.
Right. Yep. And one last one for you, Barman. This might take a little bit of time for you to think about. The top 3 things on your bucket list.
Oh, go skydiving, go see the Aurora Borealis, and... Oh, I need a third. Round the world cruise would be nice. I'm trying to think of something realistic, because at least the first 2 are realistic things. As daft as it probably is, I want to go and see Stonehenge. I live a few miles from Stonehenge, but I want to sit on the stones, and they don't let you anymore, so I need to sneak in one night and sit on the stones, just so I can have a picture.
That would be interesting. If you manage to do it, send me that picture. I'd love to see that.
Hell yes. Yeah, unfortunately, they've blocked it all off and stopped people climbing on the stones and things, which I can sort of understand for several thousand-year-old stones, people carving their names in them and things. But at the same point, it's like, no, I want to have a picture in the middle of the circle and then sit on one of them or something. God damn it.
Yeah, that would be an awesome picture. That would be an awesome picture. Well, it's been a great time having you here, Barman. It's really good to catch up with you again and just have a good old time talking. I hope you enjoyed that.
It was really good. I do love videos with you. They are well good. Really are. I tend to normally miss the live streams of these on the Saturday afternoon because I'm normally in the pub, but I do love rewatching them after.
That's great. I'm really glad you enjoy them. I sure do have fun making them. And I've wanted to have you back on for a while, and I'm glad we finally managed to do it. So,
yay!
Yeah, let's check in with Aimee and see if there's any last things in the side chat for you and wrap things up. Aimee?
Sure. We did have one that Salvador Ippolito said he disqualified himself from having any valid opinions by saying yes to pineapple on pizza. That's not true. Pineapple on pizza is delicious.
And it's even better with anything spicy. Pineapple and pepperoni go together so well. And a good pepperoni, not a shit one.
Oh, exactly. The good spicy one. It really they offset each other and they're so good.
They do.
Thinly sliced chilies.
Well, anything with spice really, because the flavors in the pineapple, the acid content of the pineapple brings out those flavors, makes them slightly hotter. It's like, as I found one day after eating some, if anyone's familiar, salt and pepper chicken wings. So they got the chilies and things on. It's like, oh, that's a bit hot. Oh, pineapple, yeah, bit of fruit that'll help. Oh, that was such a bad idea.
Anything else, Aimee?
No, that was pretty much it.
So, what do you think, Aimee? How did you enjoy the show tonight? Anything you'd like to add before we close up?
Oh, I've always enjoyed Barman. He's a riot. I've always had a lot of fun working with you too. It's been it's been awesome. And yeah, more pizza streams. And yes, to pineapple on pizza.
Absolutely. Pineapple pizza streams. I agree. And
definitely.
any final thoughts or things that you'd like to share? Or maybe talk to Barman?
Oh, well, all I can say is, Barman, it's been a pleasure getting to know you in the last couple of months. I've been to the mill, so I'll chill out the pub. Everybody get down there if you can. If you get into Wales, pop over there. He does some fantastic food. I haven't tried the pineapple pizza. I'm not really a fan, but when you mentioned the spicy factor to it, now that you could turn me a little bit.
It makes
I might have to try.
Yeah.
You might have to try me on that one. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's been an absolute riot getting to know you last 5 months and getting in the chat with the Shills. Yeah.
So I guess that's it for today. Thank you once again, Barman, for being here. Always a great time talking to you, mate. And I think we'll call it a night. Anything final you would like to share?
Oh, yeah, I'll shit out the EIE because anyone here doesn't know, we've got a show later on this evening. I've got no idea what's going on tonight's show here on the EIE Network for the Silly Shills, but come check that out. Poker tomorrow. I've seen people have been putting in the side chat. Don't forget Pain of Progress tomorrow. Do you want to give us any information on Pain of Progress steaming? Because it's an awesome show.
Yeah. We missed last week because of some unforeseen issues, but we are back again. And this week we are enjoying the lovely talents of Miss Aimee Hogan once again. So make sure you pop in for that.
Yes,
nice. And then the important one after that as well. We can actually go to Aimee for that. Uncalled for tomorrow, Aimee. All on good?
Yes, we do. We have some interesting topics coming up. Some good woo, I think, is coming. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice. That's always a great show to listen into. I usually listen from the office, so I got the headphones on, and yeah, it's a good show. Everybody should check it out. Absolutely. Colon, any streams coming up that you want to let people know about?
Oh, just the usual. I'll be standing in for Dick tonight with the Shills with its issues. So hopefully I won't have any OBS issues. Usually when I'm changing videos. Ouch. Cool. Fingers crossed. Everything will well.
I was going to say today's one's gone nice and smooth, apart from that echo at the start, which was like, shit happens.
Yeah, it's been quite a smooth run today. Quite a smooth run indeed, except for the few appearances of the mute monster. I swear we're going to get that little bastard.
Let's just send the dragon after it. We'll send that dragon in.
I agree. Barman, you want to
unleash the dragon?
Yeah, unleash the dragon. And with that, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. It's been a great show. Always good to see everyone in the side chat. And if you like the Mega Mirror or any of the EiE Network shows and you'd like to support what we do, you can do so here on the EiE Network through our memberships. And you can also support the Mega Mirror directly through my channel, Steaming Cup of Reason, through my PayPal and Patreon. It all goes towards making the show better, and it really helps us move along. So any help you'd like to donate would be greatly appreciated. And with that, thank you all for coming, and we'll see you again on the next Mega Mirror Live.